Namaskar. Having unraveled the logical precision of Nyaya, the cosmic duality of Samkhya, and the atomic insights of Vaiseshika over the past weeks, today, this Sunday, we embark on a journey into the most transformative of all philosophical schools, Yoga Darshana. Yoga is not merely a discipline of physical postures. It is an ancient science of mind, a path to self mastery and liberation. It is a philosophy that transcends time, guiding seekers from chaos to clarity, from distraction to focus, from suffering to supreme bliss. The echoes of yoga resound from the verses of Rig Veda. Its wisdom was crystallized by Maharishi Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras, that is 200 BCE, and its essence was expounded in Bhagavad Gita, which illuminates the paths of Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. But how do we truly grasp its depth? How does this philosophy, codified millennia ago, hold the key to mental resilience, clarity, and fulfillment in this 21st century? To uncover this, let us journey through a compelling tale. A prince lost in illusion, guided by the wisdom of Patanjali Maharishi, and ultimately awakened to his true self. In his story, we shall find our own reflection, our struggles, and the path to our liberation. Long ago, in a grand kingdom, there was a young prince named Aryan. He was destined to inherit the throne. But one fateful night, an envious minister deceived him and abandoned him in a distant forest. Growing up in a humble village, Aryan forgot his true identity. He believed himself to be an ordinary farmer's son, struggling with the daily hardships. But deep within, he always felt a strange emptiness, like something was missing. And one day, an old sage named Rishi Patanjali visited the village. Seeing Aryan's potential, he smiled and said, "You are not who you think you are. You are the heir to a great kingdom, but you have forgotten your true nature. Would you like to reclaim your lost throne?" Then the prince, filled with curiosity and hope, nodded eagerly. Then the sage took Aryan to a deep forest, where the trees whispered confusing thoughts, the rivers reflected false images, and the strange voices filled his mind with doubt. This is the forest of illusion, just like your restless mind, the sage explained. Your thoughts, fears, and desires create constant distractions. To reclaim your throne, you must silence them. And Yoga Chitta Vriddhi Nirodha, that is, just like the mind of a modern person filled with stress, notifications, and distractions, the prince had to clear his mind to move forward. And the eight keys to the kingdom, Ashtanga Yoga, the eightfold path, as the sage then handed Aryan a map with the eight steps, guiding him toward his lost kingdom. The first two keys, the moral foundation, Yama and Niyama, ethics and discipline. Before the prince could start the journey, the sage gave him the two sacred vows: do not lie, steal, or harm others. Yama, ethical restraints. Stay clean, disciplined, and devoted. Niyama, personal discipline. Then, just as a soldier must have discipline before going to war, a person must have morality and self control before achieving success in life. Then comes the middle steps: training the body and mind, asana, postures, and pranayama, breath control. As the journey continued, the prince felt his body growing weak. You must strengthen your body and control your breath, the sage advised. A restless body leads to a restless mind. So the prince practiced stillness through asanas, making his body strong and flexible. He mastered his breath through pranayama, controlling his emotions. So, in today's world, people face stress, anxiety, and health issues. Physical yoga and deep breathing help in calming the mind and reducing stress. And then the inner journey, mastering the senses, pratyahara, withdrawal from distractions. The prince then arrived at a noisy marketplace where dancers, merchants, and storytellers tempted him with distraction. If you want to find your kingdom, you must not be swayed by illusions, the sage said. Close your senses to external distractions. So, in today's digital age, people are bombarded with the social media, news, and entertainment. Practicing pratyahara means learning to focus on what truly matters. And then the path to self realization, dharana, that is the concentration, and dhyana, meditation. So, Aryan reached a deep cave where he was asked to sit and focus on single flame. Your mind must be unwavering, the sage instructed. Through deep focus, dharana, and meditation, dhyana, you will rediscover who you truly are. Days passed, and then one day a vision flashed before Orion's eyes. His real identity as a prince. He finally remembered his true nature. So, just like the prince, we have forgotten our real nature amidst career struggles, social expectations, and material desires. Through meditation, we rediscover our higher purpose and then final destination, that is the realization, becoming the king, the samadhi. After years of self discipline, Orion reached his lost kingdom. The people welcomed him and he finally sat on the throne. But something had changed. He no longer felt the desire for power, wealth, or prize. He had found eternal peace within himself. Tatparam Purushachade Guna Gunavaitrushanyam. That is, we think money, fame, or success will bring happiness, but real peace comes from within. Yoga teaches us to detach from temporary pleasures and discover inner fulfillment. So, just like Orion, each of us is a lost prince or princess, forgetting our true nature due to distractions, stress, and external influences. Yoga is not just about fitness, it is a roadmap back to our true selves. It helps us to claim to calm the restless mind, stress management, build mental clarity for better decisions and focus, detach from digital overload, less anxiety, more peace, find purpose beyond material success, so inner fulfillment. So, the kingdom of peace is within you. Yoga is the path to reclaim it. Are you ready to begin the journey? So, through the story of this lost prince, we have witnessed how yoga is not just a practice but a transformative journey from ignorance to wisdom, from distraction to focus, from bondage to true freedom. To etch its essence into our minds, let us revisit the eightfold path, Ashtanga Yoga, the map that leads to self mastery. Yama, ethical discipline, the five moral foundations. Ahimsa, non-violence. Satya, truthfulness. Asteya, non-stealing. Respect what belongs to others. Brahmacharya, moderation. Balance, desires and energy. And aparigraha, non-possessiveness. Let go of greed and attachment. And then niyama, self-discipline. So the five personal practices. Shaucha, that is the purity, keep your body and mind clean. Santosh, contentment, cultivate gratitude and inner peace. Tapas, self-discipline, stay committed to your goals. Svadhyaya, self-study, reflect and grow through knowledge. Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender to the Supreme, trust to the divine process. Asana, posture, strengthening the body and mind, because a steady body leads to a steady mind. Pranayama, breath control, mastering the breath to control emotions, focus and energy. And Pratyahara, withdrawal of senses, learning to disconnect from distractions and turn inward. And Dharana, concentration, fixing the mind on one goal, one thought, one higher purpose. And Dhyana, meditation, deep absorption where the mind becomes still like a lamp in a windless place. And Samadhi, the ultimate realization, the state of pure bliss and self awareness where one transcends the ego and unites with the infinite. So, in an age of endless distractions, yoga is the ancient key to modern clarity. It is not just about fitness, it is about focus. It is not just about flexibility, it is about mental resilience. It is not about sitting in silence, it is about discovering the limitless potential within you. Walk this path, and the kingdom of peace and power shall be yours. So, wishing you a wonderful week of insight and self awareness. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.